Hi guys, and welcome back to the Iron Personal Training YouTube channel. We are back with another video, and as we said in the last one, if you watched it, we're cutting to my prep for Brits. As I'm doing the voiceover for this video, Brits is actually in a week's time, so these are from a while ago, and we're starting with squats, 3, 2, 1. We've got 216 on the bar here for free, and then we're going to go to 226 for a double, and then 240 for a single was the plan for this session. So this was my first session back in wraps, and we were peaking after doing single lift British Championships. Now my squat has gone really well in this block, so I'm really hoping to get a nice squat PB basically as we get into the work. We then come on to the 240, so this actually is currently my 1 rep max, so that kind of gives you an example of how well the prep has gone there. Basically my first session back in wraps and for peaking the squat, we're already at the 240 kilo weight. So as you can see, getting nice and set up. Lifting out with a monolift, now I do always walk out with a monolift, so it isn't necessary for me to always train in one, but it does feel good to get used to setting up in a monolift because it does feel a little bit different to a power rack. As you can see, we get nice and set, big breath in, come down for that first rep, and the first rep felt really nice, really easy, so I decided to go and double it. And as you can see, the second rep move slowly but nice as well, so I think that's now going to be my opener comp, which is really good. And it felt great to double my 1 rep max coming back into the first session back in prep basically. We then went to 180 for 2 sets of 6 with a slight tempo on the eccentric phase. I'm quite slow on my way down when squatting anyway, so it doesn't make a huge difference. But no knee protection on these, just the belt, and these actually felt really nice, you know. I often find that back off squats either feel really nice and you're like, this feels like the lightest thing I've ever done, or I feel a bit grim and they feel quite heavy, but they felt really nice, so I was happy with that. We then come on to some chained block pull deadlifts with a stiff bar. Now the idea of these is that anybody who's watched the channel for a while will know that the lockout is always my weakest part of my deadlift. So for here, we're lifting from block pull, so we're working the lockout a little bit more, but with the chains on as well, we're also trying to slow down that bit, so I've got to be more explosive through the lockout part of the lift. We then do some glute ham raises. Again, I don't think there's any better way to train your hamstrings really. Always like to put these on peaking just to give that last little bit of work into the hamstrings. Sets of 10 to 20 we're doing on these. We did 3 sets of those. But yeah, like I was saying, so this is really my first prep session, get ready for Brits. So when we do my heavier sessions, I like to do lighter and less assistance work when I'm peaking. So we did just do the glute ham raises. We did the reverse hypers. Again, these are kind of like a staple in my block. They might pop in and out with back extensions, but they're always in at least like every other wave basically. And then we finish off some core. But that's a good video, guys. Thank you for